Welcome to another unboxing video from theplayersaid.com. My name is Grant. Today I'm unboxing a very cool game, a what-if style war game called Live Free or Die, 3 Battles for America. The game is designed by Carrie Anderson. It is published or printed under license by Blue Panther. And I'll show you here on the spine. The actual publishing company is Monogame Design Group. So a very cool little game that takes a look at, there are 3 scenarios, and it is basically in the 1960s and 1970s, I believe. So yeah, after the Cuban Missile Crisis, the communists gained support in Latin America. This led to NATO alliance being dissolved and replaced by a neutral bloc. America was now alone. So the game takes a look at, here are the 3 scenarios. Asian invasion captures the People's Asian Alliance landings in California. Remember the Alamo covers the organization of Central American states as they drive into Texas. And Southern Discomfort focuses on a Warsaw Pact invasion of Florida and Georgia. So kind of a unique game, a what-if style game, alternate history, whatever you want to call it. The game does have 3 11 by 17 map boards that cover those areas, and then 520 different counters. I'm very excited about this game because I think it looks fun, right? Kind of light, a hex and counter war game, but it does look pretty interesting. So the first thing we see here is the rule book. Pretty no frills rule book, frankly. Love that Live Free or Die on the back cover. There are 20 pages. And as you can imagine, this game really is basically Red Dawn. Remember the movie Red Dawn with Patrick Swayze? It's basically Red Dawn. So I think when we play this, I'm going to be screaming Wolverines the whole time, as many of you probably will. So rules look fairly standard and simple. There is a basic game here shown on this page, kind of the basic rules, and then it does have some advanced rules. Very text dense. I, in fact, don't see any pictures here in this rule book, except for the "Don't Tread on Me" symbol that was used during the American Revolutionary War on various battle flags. But there is an advanced game that includes a lot of additional elements: air power, stealth bombers, some naval units, contamination, non-biological and chemical warfare. There's some designer notes, and then here are those scenarios. Asian invasion, remember the Alamo, and then the other one was Southern Discomfort. Yeah, there it is right there, Wolverines. So that's kind of funny. I like it a lot. Better dead than red is the tagline, which I think is pretty awesome. So here is kind of a look a little bit at the sequence of play. So yeah, there you have the rules. The next thing we get to see here are some of the play aids, and these are displays. The USA available forces aborted and flown. These are for the advanced game, the air element, and then the communist available aborted and flown. There's a game turn record track at the bottom. Here is the play aid with the combat results table, bombardment results table, laser defense fire, U.S. reinforcements table, and then kind of a legend showing what the counters are. On the back, you have a terrain effects chart, a legend, and then the different ground combat units based on their NATO symbols there. So not really excited that there's only one play aid, but that is one that I can go ahead and print out and add to my copy of the game. Well, the next thing, and you're going to probably think the maps aren't great, but I'm going to be honest, I like them. I get a decidedly nostalgic feel from these. Reminds me of some of the old Avalon Hill games and the maps and the boards that I have seen for those. Haven't played a whole lot of them, but very much enjoy the look and feel of these boards. I just think they're nostalgic and, harken back to the 1960s and the 1970s. So this is the Asian invasion. Remember, it's in California. You've got a lot of deserts. You've got mountains, arid landscape. Remember the Alamo in Texas? You can see there's a whole bunch of oil wells. And then here you have the Alamo in the middle of San Antonio. And then up here is Southern Discomfort, Florida and Georgia. You've got Jacksonville, Albany, Georgia, Tallahassee, Florida, Lake City, Florida. Have driven through there dozens of times on the way to Disney. I like the boards. They are not mounted map boards. They are thick cardstock, but they're going to lay flat. You might want to throw a piece of plexi. I'll do a reverse bend there, and look, that lays pretty darn flat. So yeah, I once again, not real fancy, but I like the look. And then we have 2 full counter sheets. These are very thin counters. They almost feel like balsa wood. They are laser cut, die cut counters, very small. And you can see very simple. There's the combat and the movement values for that unit. They are double-sided, although when you flip them over, you're gonna take the damage and flip them over like that. You can see all different types of tanks. You have some artillery, mechanized infantry. I don't see a lot of infantry unit. Well, there's some airborne. Yeah, there's infantry on there. Whole bunch of out of supply markers, the oil derricks, lethal, persistent effects like biological, chemical, or nuclear war going on. You have mushroom clouds. You have some infected markers, and then a whole bunch of additional units. Yeah, I mean, simple. The second counter sheet looks like these are mostly the American. Yeah, the United States. You've got your green armor, mechanized infantry, artillery, kind of static garrison style units. You've got your air power here. No frills in this game, going to be honest. Fairly standard, but once again, feels nostalgic, like a callback to games of yesteryear. And I'm okay with that. Kind of a unique game. Very much interested in this. I want to get this played. I need to convince Alexander. He does not like the look of it, but I will work hard to convince him to at least give it a go. So there you go. Live Free or Die, Better Dead Than Red. 3 Battles for America, designed by Carrie Anderson, published by Blue Panther under license from Micro Game Design Group. So I'm excited. I want to look into it. Definitely appreciate you watching the video. I've been Grant for the Player's Aid.